Tonight, an organization with the goal of reaching the youth of West Michigan is now connecting with a very specific group of teens, those with hearing loss. Now, here to tell us more about it is the executive director, Dan Kriegel. Dan, thank you for being here. So first, let's talk about what your organization does.
Yeah, so our ministry is really geared towards working with 11 to 19-year-olds who, a lot of them are at risk, and we're trying to love on them, build a relationship with them, help them walk through some of the most tumultuous times of their lives. And so we have ministry inside of juvenile detention. We go into urban neighborhoods, public schools, and walk alongside of teen parents. Plus, we also have this ministry that we call Deaf Teen Quest, where we serve deaf and hard of hearing kids all around our community.
And why is that so specific and needed for the deaf community?
Well, you can imagine that, you know, this is one of the most isolated groups of teenagers that you could ever find. Imagine 80 to 90% of them grow up in hearing homes, and of those, 80% of them or more have nobody else in their family that knows sign language. So you can imagine coming home from dinner or coming home from your day of work and having dinner as a family. Everybody's talking, and one of your kids can't communicate with the rest of the family. And so that leaves them in a place of isolation and hurt and loneliness that we can't even imagine. And so they end up withdrawing. And so when we provide a place that has, you know, leaders who know their language, can speak sign language with them, it's a beautiful thing.
And we were talking about that when you go into a ministry like that. Typically for teens, you're hearing just a lot of ruckus noise, people laughing, playing, and it's so loud. Going into ministry for those who are hard of hearing or deaf, it's very different.
Yeah, they're all signing to each other and talking, and then the silence is broken when you hear them start laughing. And it's a beautiful sound because you just see that they're kids. That's what they want to be. They want to just be kids, and they don't get to experience that because they're so isolated from the rest of the world, and they're kind of forgotten. And that's why we've really had this passion to love on these kids, build a relationship with them. Our goal is to really help uncover God's story of hope in their lives so that they can build a faith that will make a positive difference in the world.
How long has Deaf Quest been around?
We've been doing it here for the last 5 or 6 years, but it's all over the nation as well. There's about 12 other chapters around the country that have deaf teen ministry, and so it's been going on for a little bit.
That's amazing. And of course, we know that, of course, ministry means to basically teach a young child or a teen their faith, but it's so much more than just that. It's about having connection, like you said, with a world that potentially is not as welcoming to those who are not what you would say atypical. Yeah,
because these kids are walking through all the same things as a teenager has, and they have a lot less resources around them to talk to people and to communicate and to hear, you know, how they can deal with their mental health issues, with their relationship issues, and then with their faith issues. We wanna be there alongside of them. And so we have a bunch of volunteers that just love kids, but they know sign language, and so they're able to communicate. And so a kid, when they walk into our ministry, they get to know that everybody in that room can understand them and talk to them.
That's awesome. When does Deaf Quest, I'm assuming it's once a week or after maybe Sunday service, when does it meet up?
Yeah, we meet a lot of times during the week at a local church, and kids come from all over West Michigan. So we've had kids coming from Holland and from Newaygo and all different places over the years. And they come on a weeknight, and they have, sometimes we have a meal together, play games, do all kinds of stuff, lots of fun stuff. Because one of the things we're trying to do is help them be kids. These kids want to experience the fun and the joy of being a teenager.
That's amazing. Well, how can people basically join YFC or the Deaf Teen Quest?
Yeah, we are always in need of people to come and serve and to be part of this ministry and to provide food. We need funding. If you go to our website, wmyfc.org, you can find out some more information. We're also in this process right now of our entire ministry. We're seeing tremendous growth. And so we've had almost a 70% increase in some of the kids that we're in a mentoring relationship with. And so the needs are great. And so we have strong financial needs. And so we're building a campaign to grow ministry as well. And so you can find out all about that on our website.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Dan, for being here. We have more to basically Deaf Quest and YFC on our website as well, woodtv.com.